The command tool that allows you to redefine a symbol on the drawing certainly simplifies all those operations that normally our customers carry out in AutoCAD. Let's see inside of a drawing already made, where we find these new commands that before, as I said previously, they were commands that were still carried out within the AutoCAD environment. We decided to improve this aspect and therefore to create a series of automatic operations that we will see precisely because those who had never used AutoCAD certainly had some difficulty in the operation of redefining the block, and also in any case to speed up everything with 2 steps instead of maybe 5 or 6 steps for each redefinition in AutoCAD. What happened? That if inside a drawing my block BLK1 was drawn with a rectangle was inserted into it, that if I had to change it again, I would open the block and make it a circle. If I then reinserted it into my current drawing that had already drawn the DLK, one would take the old block from me. This is because AutoCAD has a feature that inside the DVG saves all the history of the blocks, and then the block was taken inside that, let's say, of that library, inside the drawing. This, however, caused a problem. The problem is that if I then modified, I improved my block, I just completely changed it. The BLK one became from a square to rectangle, AA, a circle. I always saw the old block. So you had to go into the auto command to insert the blocks and say, no, I want to redefine it. I want to take the block as it is now. And erase and redefine. Then re-update the old blocks to new block. So if I had 100 blocks doing a command, they were all updated. For example, if we go to the cartouche area, we find the master, in this case, master 3, right click, we have open file path that opens me the Windows folder with the selected file. So if I were to make a new cartouche, I could do copy and paste, rename, and then I could, I'll quickly make a new booklet if I've already made the booklet and I don't like it because I have to modify it, etc. I open an edit symbol. He opens the AutoCAD environment for me. Now we will see with only a part of the menus, those that serve with the custom BLK suite, then with the whole series of attributes that serve, I make the change accept. At this point, using the very important command, redefines symbol to drawing. The new cartouche is updated on the old cartouche. The old block is updated with the new block. So if I have 100 blocks of BLK1, they are all updated in queues. Let's go see how the mind opens. So let's go class. In the BLK library, we find a series of BLKs, for example, this one here if I want, as I said. Open the file path. I go here. If I have to do a similar one, to do save with no. If I want to edit that block, I go to open and edit single. A new SPAC is open, but this time the new SPAC has 1-1 layout, an interface, an environment, what we call a different environment, because you see that the menus here are only those of AutoCAD. We just added a menu. That's important. That's that of the custom BLK suite. This here allows you to define if I should redo this block, but as a mother, then I would have to delete these attributes and drag the attributes of a mother. Okay, if I want to make a graphic change, can I go here, create a line? Okay, I made my graphic modification, so later if we want to update the modification, it will be updated with that one there. So here I'm going to make my change that I want to apply. Obviously we are on layer 0 because the block IBLK cartouche, everything that is customized, I remind you to do on layer 0. Because if I do it on the layer other than 0, then when I pull in the block, a page will be blocked and it will be the page that contains the layer defined. Once that operation is done, I can also go and do create slide. The slide, what is the preview I see when I have the block list? Okay, see slide, it's the command you need to see the photograph, the slide that I made. So once everything is over, I'm going to save my block and I'm going to close it. So if I had this block here already drawn, then I would also have to do the slide with the little line above it. Andrea has to press redefine symbol on the drawing. So if that block was already drawn on 100 pages, it was then redrawn, updated with the line. Okay, so with the modification that I applied, clearly the slide should also be updated, so the preview that I use to see the block. So this command, when you use when I want to make a change or block already. Made can also be useful through the open file path if I have to make a downloader very similar to that, but it is not that. I open that file path, copy paste, and go to then open and edit symbol. So I open that environment with only the commands that serve, and with the menu of the custom BLK writings, that is always very useful to use the right attributes, precisely because if the attributes tags are missing, then the program only fall cross-reference or does not do the list, etc. I remind you that if you do the blocks well, your blocks work like ours. So with all the features